External division of a points of division of a line segment joining two given points in a given ratio. Right? Under that we obtain the equation. Right? This is, let's say this is x1, y1, a point, and this is the point B. It's x2, y2, and this point, this straight line is divided by a point, by an external point in the ratio m to n. Then if this is x bar and y bar, if this point is x bar and y bar, we found that x bar y bar equals mx2 minus nx1 over m minus n, right? And y bar, when we discuss about y bar, it's my2 minus ny1, sorry, ny1 over m minus n. We obtain this, right? mx2 minus x1 over m minus n, my2 minus y1 over m minus n. We discussed this, right? We make a discuss kara. Okay, then today we have to discuss the questions given in the tute, right? First one is easy. Find the coordinates of the point dividing the line joins 4, minus 1 and 0, 3 in the ratio 2 to 3 externally, right? Then 2 points are, let x1, y1 equals 4 minus 1 and x2, y2 equals 0, 3. Right? We have to find the coordinates of the point which divides the straight line which joins these 2 points in the ratio 2 to 3 externally. So, 2 to 3, m equals 2 and n equals 3 then. Then you have to assign values. X bar equals mx2 means m into 0, 2 into 0 minus n is 3 into 4 over 2 minus 3. Then the answer is 0 minus this is 0, this product is 0, minus 12 over minus 1, then it's 12. X bar equals 12. Then let's move on to the y bar. Y bar equals m is 2 to y2 minus n is 3, y1 is minus 1 over m minus n, then 2 minus 3. Then you have 6 plus 3 here, minus into minus, it's plus, negative, it's negative 1. Then it's 9 over negative 1, that means negative 9. This point is x bar y bar equals positive 12 and negative 9. Right? It's easy. ඉක්මනින් හදා ගන්න පුතේ. In the next question, it's given that the line AB where A equals 0, 5 and B equals 10, 13 is divided by the point PXY externally in the ratio 3 to 2. Right? Then line AB, points are 0, 5 and 10, 13. The ratio is M to N ratio is 3 to 2. Then 3 to 2. This is XY. The coordinates of this point is given as XY. You have to find X plus Y, the sum of X and Y. So, you should find X and Y first. X equals mx2. This is x1, y1 and let's take this as x2, y2. Right? mx2 minus nx1 over m minus n. Y equals my2 minus ny1 over m minus n. Right? Accordingly, we can assign values. Right? X equals 3 into 10 minus n equals to 2 into 0 over 3 minus 2, then 30 over 1, it's 30. Y equals my2, then 3 into 13 minus 2 into 5 over 3 minus 2, then it's 39 minus 10 over 1. It's 29. It's 29. Then the question is to find x plus y, to find the sum of these two. Then 30 plus 29, it's 59. This is the answer. Hurry up. And it's given that find the ratio in which the line joins 2 points 3, 2 and 4, 1 is dividing by the x-axis. Now when you look at these 2 points given, right? 3, 2 and 4, 1. 3, 2. Right. මෙන්න මේ වගේනේ 3 2 කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ then 4 1 4 1 කියලා ගත්තම මෙන්න 4 1 මෙන්න මේ හරිය. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ line එක මෙන්න මේ විදිහට යන line එකක්. Right? It makes an obtuse angle with the positive direction of x-axis. And also when you look at this, let A be 3 2 and this is B be 4 1 and this line is divided by the x-axis. This is the x-axis. Then you should understand that this line is divided by the x-axis externally because both of the points are in the same side or on the same quadrant. Right? This part should be understood and also by the x-axis. Then here you know y coordinate is 0. For the x coordinate it may have a value. Right? Then the coordinate of this point, let's take it as C. It should be like this, x 0. Then it's very much easy if you take this y coordinate to find m to n ratio. Then let's write it like this. 0 equals m to n, right? M we don't know. M x1 my1 m, right? Then you should write y equals we know y equals 0 equals my2 minus ny1 over m minus n. Then y equals 0, m we don't know, we should find that ratio m to n. Therefore, m into y2 we take, let's take this one as x2 y2 and this one as x1 y1. Then y2 is 1 minus n into y1 is 2, then m minus n. Then you have m minus 2n over m minus n equals 0. Therefore, when we cross multiply, this product is m minus 2n equals 0. එහෙම නැත්නම් m minus 2n should be equal to 0 for this value to be 0. මොකද හේතුව न्यूमरेटर එක 0 වුණොත් තමයි මේ product සම්පූර්ණ expression එක 0 වෙන්නේ. So m minus 2n equals 0. Therefore, we can write that m equals 2n. Then you can divide both sides by n. Then m over n equals 2. Right? Then here you have 1. M to n ratio equals 2 to 1. You should understand that where these points are, you should have an idea about these 2 points and the quadrant, and you should have the idea that if this line segment is divided by this axis, x-axis, it should be divided externally, right? Okay. The coordinates of the vertices, 3 vertices are given. You should be able to find the area of a triangle. Area of a triangle, right? Then let's draw it like this. Then this is the triangle. Let's take this as A, it's x1, y1, and B, x2, y2, and C, x3, y3. Then you should know that we don't have actually tell me what is the formula to find the area of a triangle? It's half into height into base. Now here we will not be able to find a height because it's not, this height is not perpendicular to x-axis, or it's not parallel to y-axis, and it's a very long process to calculate this height. Therefore, I am going to divide this into parts. I will join this vertex with the relevant x coordinate of it. Then it's x1 here, x1 0, and if I join this point, it will be x2 0, and if I join this, it will be x3 0, right? You should have that idea. Then you can see that there are altogether 3 trapeziums. First one is this trapezium, second one is this one, and third one is this part, right? Then if I add the areas of these two trapezium, and if I reduce the area of this whole trapezium, then I will be able to get the area of the triangle ABC. You can see it because the whole thing is colored, and if I reduce this one, I will be able to get the area of this, right? Then I am going to write expressions for them. So if I write this point as D, and this is E, and this is F. First thing is to find the area of A, D, E, B trapezium. And I have at the area of BEFC trapezium. And I reduce the area of ADFC trapezium. Right? You should understand it. Okay. Then to find the area of the ADEB trapezium, you should find the the lengths of two parallel sides, and you have to divide it by 2. Then two parallel sides is AD and EB. If I add these two and divide it by 2, it's like that. You know this height is y1 plus this height is y2, and it should be divided by 2, and it should be multiplied by the perpendicular height. Perpendicular height is in between these two. It's x2 minus x1. Right? x2 minus x1, it's this height. You know this is x2 and this height length is x1, and in between you have x2 minus x1. Right? Then area of the BEFC trapezium, then these two parallel sides is this is y2. This one is y3 over 2, and this perpendicular height, it's x3 minus x2 minus, then ADFC trapezium. ADFC trapezium, these two parallel lines should be taken. Then parallel sides are, the lengths are y1 plus y3 over 2. Then you have to multiply it by the perpendicular height. It's x3 minus x1. Then you have to simplify it. Half is common. Half can be taken out of the brackets. Then x2 y1 minus x1 y1 plus x2 y2 minus x1 y2 plus, then y2 x3 minus y2 x2 plus y3 x3 minus y3 x2, then minus y1 x3 minus y1 x1 plus y3 x3 minus x1 y3. Then remove brackets of that part. Here you should have another square bracket. Right, let's write down this. Half times x2 y1 minus x1 y1 plus x2 y2 minus x1 y2, then plus y2 x3 minus y2 x3 means x3 y2 minus this one x2 y2, I will write it like this, plus x3 y3 minus x2 y3. Then minus x3 y1 plus x1 y1 minus x3 y3 plus x1 y3. Then you can simplify, these two can be cancelled and these two can be cancelled because they are same and in the opposite directions. Right? හරිද පුතේ? Okay. Then I can simplify half times, then the positive x3 y3, negative x3 y3, altogether 6 terms are cancelled. Then x2 y1 minus x1 y2 plus x3 y2 minus x2 y3. Again here plus x1 y3 minus x3 y1. We have something like that. Then you can find common factors, terms with common factors and factorize, and you can build up another expression. Then let's take x1 terms together. Then x1 times, you can see x1 y3 is positive, so y3 minus y2 plus, then I will take x2 terms together, then x2 times y1 minus y3, then plus then I will take x3 terms, x3 times y2 minus y1, right? x1 times y3 minus y2, then x2 times x1 times y3 minus y2, x2 times y1 minus y3, x3 times y2 minus y1. Then there should be a pattern actually. එහෙම එකක් දෙන්න ඕන. Take the modulus of that. Then modulus of half times half into x1 y3 minus y2 plus x2 y1 minus y3 plus x3 y2 minus y1. x1 times y3 minus y2. Right? x1 times y3 minus y2, then x2 times y1 minus y3, x3 times y2 minus y1. Right? Copy down it. Since we consider the modulus of this, to find the area of ABC triangle, we can write it like that: modulus of half times x1 times y2 minus y3 plus x2 times y3 minus y1 plus x3 times y1 minus y2. අපි මොඩියුලස් එක ගන්න හින්දා තමයි ඒ වැඩේ කරන්නේ. දැන් පේනවා අපි මෙතන නවතින තැනින් නේද පටන් ගන්නෙ. x1 times y2 minus y3, x2 times y3 minus y1, x3 times y1 minus y2. Right? It's easy to remember this formula. Then you have to write area of ABC triangle equals, right, half times modulus of x1 times y2 minus y3 plus x2 times y3 minus y1 plus x3 times y1 minus y2. Right? This is the formula we found. Now we are going to apply the formula in problems. Right? I'm going to clean this one. Right? Okay. Then first question given in the tute is it's given to the just for the practice. Right? Find the area of the triangle with vertices A equals 0, -1, B equals 9, 2 and C equals 10, 0. Then this one will x1, y1, x2, y2 and x3, y3. Then you can write area of the triangle equals x1 times 0 times y2 minus y3 2 minus 0 කොහොමද මෙයා 0 then මෙතන half එකක් එන්න ඕන modulus එන්න ඕන මේක මෙහෙම ලියමු right half times modulus of 0 x1 times y2 minus y3 2 minus 0 plus x2 times 9 times y3 minus y1 0 minus 1 plus x3 times 10 times y2 minus y1 minus y2, y1 is -1, y2 is 2, then minus 2. Then it's equal to half times, this is 0, this is 9 times 0 minus -1, then it's 9 into 1, it's 9 here plus 10 into -3 is -30. Then you know that we have area as half into modulus of 9 minus 30, that means negative 21. It becomes positive, half into 21, then 21 over 2 square units. It should be square units. Then you can write it as 10.5 square units. In the next question, we have to find the area of the quadrilateral. The vertices are given. Then A equals 1, 2, B equals 2, 1, 3, C equals 1, negative 1, D equals 0, negative 1. Right? Then let's find how to find the area of this. You know, a quadrilateral can be separated into two triangles along a diagonal, right? Then ABC is a separate triangle and BCD is another triangle. When we get the area of these two triangles separately and when we get the sum, we will be able to get the area of ABCD quadrilateral. Right? Area of ABC and area of BCD. Right? Okay. Sorry, BCD neme putte ACD vennon. It should be ACD, ABCD. Api mehema gamuko. A is 1, 2, B is 2, 3, C is 1, negative 1, D is 0, negative 1. Harida, api hariyatama මේ coordinates බලලා නෙමෙයි යන්නේ නිකන් we just draw a rough sketch. Then first you should find the area of ABC. Then area of ABC equals half times modulus x1. Let's take this one as x1. 1 into y2 minus y3. Then 3 minus minus 1 plus 2 times negative 1 minus 2 plus next one 1 times then 2 minus 3. Then it's equal to half. Then 3 minus minus 1 is 4. This is plus, this becomes plus. 2 minus 2 into minus 3, it's minus 6. Then 1 into minus 1, it's minus 1. Then here you have minus 7, negative 7 plus 4, it's minus 3. Then half into minus, modulus of minus 3 is 3. Then it's 3 over 2 square units. Then let's find area of ACD. Area of ACD. Therefore, you have to select these three coordinates. Let's start from A. Then 1 times negative 1 minus minus 1. Right, plus with a half half into modulus 1 times negative 1 minus 1 plus 1 times here negative 1 minus 2 plus then 0 times 2 minus minus 1 මොකක් ලිව්වත් එයා 0 නේද? Then it's half into 1 into negative 2. Here you have negative 2 plus here you have negative 3. Then you have negative 5. That means positive 5 when you take the modulus. This is 5 over 2 square units. Then you should get the sum of these two triangles, areas of these two triangles to find the area of ABCD quadrilateral. Then area of ABCD equals 3 over 2 plus 5 over 2 square units. It's 8 over 2. It's equal to 4 square units. This is the second problem. ඉක්මනට ලියාගන්න. Two triangles which have same area, equal area along the diagonal AC. So you should select ABC triangle and ACD triangle to find areas separately. Here we have to consider coordinates 3, negative 2, 6, negative 1 and 3, 12. And for the ACD we have to select 3, negative 2, 3, 12 and 0, 7. Right? Then let's find the area of ABC. It's half times modulus. Then x1. Let's take this one as x1. 3. Then negative 1 minus 12 plus 6 times. Then you have to select the y coordinates of these two. 12 minus 2 plus 3 times. Then y coordinates of the next two, negative 2 minus 1. Then this is the area of ABC. Area of ABC equals half into, then 3 into negative 13 plus here 6 into 12 minus 2. That means you have to add these two. It's 6 into 14 plus 3 into negative 2 minus 1. That means this becomes plus 1. Then the sum is negative 1. 3 into negative 1. I think it's clear. Then its modulus of that. Then half into negative 39 plus this becomes 84. 6 into 4 it's 24. 24. 6 into 1 6 plus 2 84. Then it's negative 3. Then here 42 should be reduced by 84. Then half into 84 minus 42. It's 42. Then area of ABC triangle equals half into 42. It's 21 square units. It's 21 square units. Then you should select these three coordinates and you should find the area of these. Then area of ACD triangle, half times modulus. Then select this 3 into 12 minus 7 plus 3 into 7 minus 2 plus 0 into negative 2 minus 12. Then half into 3 into 12 minus 7. 12 minus 7 is 5. 3 into 5 plus 3 into 7 minus 2. It's 9. 3 into 9 plus it's 0. This is 0. So you should not calculate it. Then you have half into here 15 plus 27. You have half into 42 here. Then it's 21 square units. Then you can see the area of ABC and area of ACD, they are equal in magnitude. So you can say that ABCD quadrilateral is divided into two equal triangles, equal in area, right, along the diagonal AC, right, you can state it.